Hey, New York, how you doing? What's up, guys? Listen, I got some thoughts that I just wanted to quickly run by you. Imagine if healthcare insurance was not for profit, what that would do to the system. Think about it. Think about it. They're kind of like just PayPal. They're the middle person in between the patient and the doctors and the pharmacies. Imagine what that would do to costs. I wonder what it would do. Could it drive them up or down? Just a thought. Hey, and when it comes to student debt, we're arguing and debating on whether or not we should forgive student debt that has, by the way, increased since 1980 by 2,500%. And they've become businesses as opposed to establishments of education. You know what? If we're going to forgive student debt for people today, then we should forgive student debt backwards as well. Whoever has paid student debt loans, why don't we give them back their money? That would stimulate the economy. Random thoughts. Hey, and when it comes to retirement and Social Security, how about we move it up to the age of 55 and expand? Expand it. We want to live our life. We want to enjoy the world. We want to enjoy our families. We want to do things. I don't know. I think that's good. When it comes to police reform as a binary question, I think before we can even talk about what it would look like to reform police, how about we get to clean house and make sure that there is absolutely 100% no white supremacy in any law enforcement, especially here in New York City. Let us eradicate that, and then let's, instead of have the question about fund or defund the police, how about we just start from new? Create an entire system that starts from the intake to the output and maintains a great system with full, total transparency. I know, it's unconventional. But don't we know that everything that we have in New York City, everything that we have in the world was created by human beings? Yes, we created the systems and the operations of the education system, of law enforcement, of the fire department. Do people even realize why the sanitation department was made and created in New York City? Go look that up. It'd be interesting. So with that also being said, another binary that bothers me is red team, blue team, the duopoly. Don't you think it's about time we put people and our needs in front of party policies and picking left team, right team? You're more complex as a human being. Come on, I am. I know that I don't feel one way about everything. I feel differently about a lot of things. I'm a complex creature, and I know that you are as well. So for that matter, please show up and vote. We had like a 60% turnout of eligible voters in the federal election, but that's not where the work's done. The work's done at the local level, everybody. 15% on average of the population, on average of the population of New York City, on average, 15% shows up to vote. If you want to know why Mayor de Blasio is the mayor for a second term, understand that he got 770,000 votes, which is 8.5% of the population of New York City. And you wonder why this is the way it is? It's because you need to show up and vote, New Yorkers. I'm guilty. We're all guilty. Let's get involved. I'm tired of the wealthy elite and the typical politician over and over having control of our city, our lovely town. For that matter, where are these enforced term limits? I'm tired of career politicians. I'm not running for mayor because I want to become a politician for the rest of my life. I'm doing this because I want to see systems work and be efficient and have some transparency and some accountability and communicate properly. I'd like to instill some integrity into a system that clearly seems broken. I think that we can all objectively agree to that. And by the way, here's a crazy thought. Do you know that it's the 21st century? It's 2021, which means we're in the second fifth of the 21st century. And we keep trying to solve our problems with 19th and 20th century solutions. Guys, gals, people, New Yorkers, we can have different now. All we have to do is just decide to do that. Oh, yeah, one last thing. Don't you think we could all use a vacation? I mean, like, that came out of nowhere, but it is a thought when I think about retirement and enjoying life and 40-hour work weeks and all this sort of stuff. Don't you think it would be great to have a 6-week period in New York City? Maybe it's in the winter months when things tend to be lower on our economy in certain aspects, that maybe in the months of like January to February roughly, we take 2-week cycles for different groups of people and give them a vacation. I mean, we know it'll have a good environmental impact. We did see that during the first peak of the COVID epidemic. Just a thought. Just a thought. Think about it. We can have a healthy city. We can have a healthy community. We can have really good communication. All we have to do is come together, of the 300 plus neighborhoods of New York City and all the different cultures and communities. We can do this. All we have to do is vote and demand it, because it's our city. It's not my city. It's not your city. It's our city. It's not their city. It's our city. Aren't you tired? Aren't you just sick and tired of being sick and tired of things just not working? Why isn't the subway on time? Why isn't it better? Why is it so toxically unhealthy to be down there in the first place? Just some thoughts. Just some thoughts. But also some serious thoughts. Have a good day.